I walked in that place like the Terminator. Hello, this is Emmanuel Beaty with Performer Parish Coaching, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to break down something that has changed how I approach just about everything. So in the movie, The Terminator, there's a line that Reese says.
That Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop, ever, until you are dead.
He says, it doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop, ever, until you are dead. And that was more than just movie dialogue. That was a blueprint for focus, or how to focus. My father used to say, if you can't go around it, then go above it. If you can't go above it, then go through it. If you can't go through it, then you dig a hole and come out the other side. But you better achieve your objective, and you don't stop until it's done. And that, my friends, is the Terminator mindset. It's not about perfection. It's not about being emotionless. It's about discipline, awareness, relentless forward motion. You are always moving forward. You adapt when needed. You adjust if required. Sometimes plans are not all, you got to stitch them up differently, but you never lose sight of the mission or the goal or the plan. So I have a few stories I'm going to share with you guys, and let's start with this one. When I was a teenager, I went after my first real job. It was at Target. I walked into Target with a red polo, brown khakis, and really clean, nice shoes. As a matter of fact, when I got there, customers were coming up to me as if I did work there. Even one of the employees asked me, "Hey, are you a new hire?" The interviewer looked at me, or one of the people who were talking was like, let me know that I probably had the job. Sure enough, I got the job. And it was a teenage job, nothing special. I got another story for you. When I was a boxer, I believe this was a Boxers for Christ tournament. I'm not sure. But anyways, when I got there, I could see all the other fighters and coaches, they were, walking around, shaking hands, laughing, joking, like, "Hey, how you doing?" Not me. I walked in that place like the Terminator. So after the weigh-in, I had a few words with my coach. I found a spot right next to the trophies. And I sat like Shaolin monk style in front of the trophies. Because, yeah, I get it. Boxing is a sport. But when that bell rings, it's a fight. To be completely honest, I was actually still sick that day. The week before, I had been coughing up blood. And I don't think it was from like a cough or a cold. I think I just pushed my body so far and I'd overtrained so much. I mean, back then, I could do clean 25 one-hand push-ups on both arms and with my legs almost closed. I was prepared to die that day if that's what it took. In my mind, there were only two outcomes that was going to happen. I was either going to come out winning or I wasn't coming out at all. So when the bell rang, I exploded out of my corner. I moved so fast, I was already in my opponent's corner before he even got his own footing. I came in and I was not playing. That resulted in a first round, 36-second knockout. It was a multi-day tournament. So everybody in my weight class, after my fight, they all dropped out. And that's just where it was. I won the tournament that nobody wanted to fight me. And that's where it was. Again, I'm not bragging. I'm just trying to, I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit in that, but I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to say, when you're focused, when you're determined, when you're prepped and you've planned and you just attack, sometimes you got to be a little off balance to get what you need to then get back on balance. Now, let's get to some takeaways here. This mindset is not about being cold. It's about being deliberate, precise, focused, and disciplined. You don't waste time. You don't explain yourself to people who don't get it. You don't stall because conditions aren't perfect, because conditions are most likely will never be perfect. You just have to get after it. My dad used to tell me this thing, where he used to ask me this question: is what you're doing bringing you closer to your goal or away from it? Honestly, when you think about it, well, if I go out tonight, I'm probably going to be sick, or, it's going to mess up my training tomorrow. Or maybe you got a meeting the next day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be on it. Anyways, if this resonates with you, I'm going to be dropping my new book. It's called The Apex Mindset. It's all about mastering mental clarity, discipline, willpower, and basically how to handle things when you're under pressure. In the meantime, check out my other books. One is called The Complete Fitness Handbook. It's from mindset to musculature. Well, it starts with the champion mindset. So, you get the mind right, then everything else follows. Supplements, diets, nutrition, hypertrophy, strength training. There's even a poop chart in there. There's a chart in there that talks about all the different vitamins and minerals in each food. Not all of them, but it's like 450 pages of just packed stuff. I cut through all the nonsense. Like I said, it's real training, real nutrition, and real strategy. I have another one called Balancing Male Hormones for Men. Basically, if you're over 40, it teaches you it helps you optimize your energy, get your testosterone up naturally. I'm a natural guy and I like that. We can do it. Both are on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. This video is based on personal experience. It's not medical advice. Always do your own research and make your own decisions and seek medical advice. Want more tools, coaching, and programs? Visit ppc12.com. I have some free resources there. And as always, perform or perish.